All right, welcome back to Missing Persons TV. I'm Brian Ladd. Deborah has the night off. Kevin Doyle is on with me tonight, and he'll be helping me out with the cases. Plus, he has some information of his own to add to the cases. Anyways, today is Monday, June 1st, 2009, 9:36 p.m. We'll be covering three cases from early 2009, and they are case number 663, Deonna Shipman, 664, Stephen Adams, and 665, Sean Yanez. We also have two new cases that I did last night and the night before, and they are case number 759, Jaden Bailey, and case number 760, Isabella Petty. And then I have updates. Gail St. John and I actually worked some last night on case number 755, which is Neviaeh Buchanan. We do have some information. We'll put that information out first. We do have a location, and Gail St. John is actually in the area right now, following up on the information that we have. So, anyways, Kevin, how you doing?
I'm doing great, Brian. How was your weekend?
It was great. My parents are coming down to visit this week, and so we're doing a little bit of house cleaning. My neighbor gave me some paint. It's actually green, but I love the color green. So we were painting our living room and our dining room. That's about halfway done. And then I had tons and tons of garbage and trash that we got onto a trailer and took that to the dump. My neighbor Brett helped me. And so we got all that to the dump, and it cost me $50 to get rid of trash. Um,
Wow.
yeah, and I was just thinking, I felt a little guilty too, just dumping all that stuff out on the ground because you don't usually do that, right? And then
Right.
here comes the big trucks and to compress them down and dump dirt over them. And we just think about there's got to be a better way of getting rid of trash, or maybe not making the trash in the first place. But I am so amazed at how much stuff we just throw away and how much trash we waste. At least here in the United States. Um,
I
uh,
agree.
so I think we talked about that on COA a lot. What we can do. Um, just
Yeah.
looking at, if you look at your trash, I think there was some guy that actually he saved his trash for a year, everything, right? And then he, do you know who I'm talking about?
No.
Okay, well, anyways, um, he saved his trash for a year, and he made a website, and he showed everybody how much garbage a normal person uh, you know, goes through a year or throws out. And it was absolutely amazing. Um, when I was stationed in South Korea, um, very few trash problems as far as I guess the amount of trash. I mean, the entire place is not really that wonderful, but as far as the trash that people use in is in Germany too. We seem to throw away a lot more stuff. Um, and that seems a lot of bottles, a lot of plastic stuff. Um, a lot of things like when we buy. I mean, I've got one right here, which I do refill though. When we get these little bottled waters here, and we just throw them away. And we think about how long it stays in a landfill. You know, and
Oh yeah.
and the energy it took to make it, and when you can just refill it. A lot of countries have definitely mandatory bottle redemptions and um, things like that. I don't know, just thinking about that. And then I gave blood today at my kids' school. They had some type of blood drive, so I went in there and they drained my blood out. Still got this thing on my arm here, but uh, I was a little bit dizzy, so I gave some blood. We talked about, I think, the importance in giving blood, not just for other people, but I think it has a lot of health benefits to go with that. Do you agree on that one, Kevin?
Yeah, I agree.
You're saying like it's an oil change for your blood. In a way, it's right because if you're getting rid of a pint of blood, then that means your body has to make that pint of blood. So it's giving whatever processes that your body goes through to make the blood chance to do their thing. But it also removes any type of, let's say you were to have lead or something in your bloodstream or something that doesn't go away. At least you're taking part of that, a percentage of that out. You know.
Yeah.
So I think there's health benefits. So I definitely recommend, giving blood if you're able. So I talked about my weekend, Kevin. Anything significant happen or anything?
Well, I was just looking in the chat room. My son is in the chat room talking to people now, but
Oh, is he?
he, yeah, he's
What's
over at my neighbor's house, Chris's house, and
what's
Chris,
his name in there?
he's right up the street
What's his
from
name in
me.
the
But
chat room?
what?
Oh, I see it. Okay, I see him.
Uh, he's using my neighbor's Chris's username because he's up at their house. Um, but he got out of school early. His school gets out about a week early than the county schools does, because he goes to a different kind of school. But it's nice in the summertime because I can see him a lot more. His mom lets him stay over here for a longer period of time than just on the weekends, during the regular school year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's amazing how fast they grow too.
Yes,
He's
yes, they do.
He's like he's up to my chest now. He's about his head is past my neck. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like 5'11", but yeah.
You 5'11"?
But
That's taller than me. I'm only 5'8".
5'8".
Yeah.
Well, I think I'm shrinking, but
You
I
do
don't know.
shrink, but you're not old enough yet.
Okay, okay.
How old are you
But
now? You're 38,
how,
right?
yeah, 38.
So I'm 2 years older than you. So I'm your elder.
He's into some of the things that I'm into, like orb research. He got me to come outside there over the weekend one night with him and Chris and take orb pictures. Um, they couldn't really get any orbs around them, but when I went out there and meditated, we got a couple of good orbs around me. Actually, a lot of them. It just takes focus and
You got those
concentration.
photographs up on your forum?
Yeah, I have a lot of them there in the orb research section. I have a lot of different things on that forum. Anything from psychics to a digital commune. It's where people can jump in there and put their 2 cents in about living a life commune style, or
Okay.
as Brian would say, cult style. So
Are you talking about the experiment? Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's
All
a
right. So
wonderful.
if you guys want to visit that, Kevin's website is Clarity of Awareness, just like it's spelled, um, or just like the way it's whatever. There's a link on the top of your page if you're in the chat room. If not, and you go to brianstreams.com/TV, you'll see that link for Kevin's stuff. Kevin has been helping us with missing person cases. Kevin does meditations on just the names of the people that are missing, and he does his best to uh, figure out what he's getting, and then he writes that down. He sends that to me, and he'll be discussing that tonight, right, Kevin?
Well, yes, I do meditations, and like Brian, I don't guarantee anything that I say in a post on Brian's site concerning missing persons,
Mm-hmm.
because missing persons can be a very serious matter.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, what I do is I meditate and I clear all my own personal life and basically push it all out of the way, and I ask for help from higher sources or God or whatever you want to call it, guides, angels of light, and I just work from there. I don't get the information from my conscious mind or um, imagination. At least I try not to.
We,
I'm
we
I'm
all
fairly
we all kind of do that. I think what you're trying to say is you try to avoid that. And meditation
yes,
is the way to, well, for me, the only way to do it. Shutting off your brain and trying to pick up on, I guess you would say, the universal consciousness. I think
yeah,
yeah,
definitely. And
yeah.
it's just the feeling you get when you know in your heart that that is happening for you.
Hmm.
And when it does, then you can start out. You can ask questions
Hmm.
in your meditations. Anybody can do this too, by the way. And
Yeah.
I'd like to see a lot of people try this on their own. Maybe they can try it in private for some of these cases. And when a case does is finally closed, as in the person is found, and you might be surprised in the past information that you found concerning that case. And
Hmm.
you can go to Brian's Dream Forum and post your information there. You can do it anonymously, because your username is different from your real name. People don't know who you are
Hmm.
unless you tell them. But like anybody can do this. Anybody can do what Brian's doing, have dreams or meditations, or maybe you get a gut feeling about something concerning a case and you just want to post it.
You're right, Kevin.
Because
That's important. If
if
you
that
have, yeah,
information, an investigator may use that information. You never know.
right.
This is the internet,
What we do
and
is
it's
go ahead.
well, it's just I'm just saying that when you post your information, the first thing you can say is that it's not guaranteed, but then again, the possibilities are endless, and it's just amazing. Brian's been doing his dreams for a long time. A lot of them have come true, but a lot of them have not come true. It's just the possibilities are endless. So
What we do,
there you go.
first of all, I'm not a psychic. I don't claim to be psychic. I pay attention to my dreams, and when you're talking about, your meditation, I do that on a nightly basis. And my meditation before I go to sleep is completely no thoughts, completely turning your brain off, and doing that prevents me from having a lot of dreams that are related to what you were just thinking before you went to sleep, um, and stuff that's going through your head. Because a lot of times that's what your dreams are about. Um, so I hope to think that I'm picking up on something larger than myself. And first of all, I think everybody's connected. I think all life, everything is connected. Um, and I don't know how that works, but I have an open mind. And what we do is on the missing person cases, and it's just like a dream. We discussed this before, but what I do is Deborah usually just sends me a case file, and it's just something like it's like something I did the other night, and I just print this out, fold it up, put it on my pillow, and I don't think about it at all. And then it's just like the other night I record my dreams, and most of the time I'll get some information that I know for a fact is related to these cases. A lot of times what I do is actually write the name on the page too, and that's what I go by. I don't really. I'm more of an observer. I'm not like a psychic. I don't have spirit guides or anything like that, nor do I know how even that stuff works. If it did work and I was talking to somebody right now and they were talking to me, I think I would go nuts. I mean, because at first of all, I'd be scared, and because a lot of the stuff in dreams seems to me like what a lot of psychics experience when they're awake. And to me, that might be a little bit too much to handle. So I'm happy being the way I am, and I do pay attention to my dreams. And we don't really know why we dream, why we even sleep. So to me, I know there's a reason for dreams, and I try my best, and so do other people, to post the information that we have. Well, I've been recording my dreams for a while, but I've only been doing the missing persons for about, I guess, 3 years now. But anyways, we do the missing person cases. I post whatever I have, and then I encourage everybody else to post what they have, just to put it out there, because I think the most important thing is to get it out there. If it makes sense to anybody, use it. That's why all my cases are public, so everybody can see them. I mean, going back to the very first case, it's all been public. We post comments. If I post psychic stuff. I post everything up there. And the goal is to bring the person home. We could care less if we're right or wrong. There's none of that here. I'm just as I'd rather be wrong on something that's tragic, and then right on a lot of things too. But I am right sometimes, and I do have a few cases that I have done that were correct, and you can always go to that. There's links on every page. I think I have about 63 or 64 cases. So anyways, I try my best, but just because I have a dream about it or something like that doesn't mean it's correct. Of course not. I don't think anybody wants to believe that. But you never know. I mean, I think everything is for a reason. You kind of agree with that, Kevin? Or I'm just happy. I'm just happy that you're helping, Kevin. That you actually agreed to, and you don't have to come on the air. You don't have to, like Kevin said. You can be totally anonymous. Send us what you got. That's why I encourage everybody. Whatever you have, we will post it. Please go to the forum, post what you got, because you never know. You never know. Anyways, anything else, Kevin? And we'll get to these cases.
No, that's about it.
Okay.
We'll just go over the cases and put the information out there,
Okay.
and hopefully we can help.
Tonight's going to be a little bit different. Deborah is not with us tonight. She usually reads the case statistics. That's the information of who, what, when, and where, and then she'll bring it and she'll update us on anything that's new on the case. I don't have that information. she usually deals with all that. So we're just going to get to the case, to the information that I have and other people have submitted as far as my dreams and psychic ability. And in this case, we're going to be discussing Gail St. John. So we're going to get started. The picture you're seeing right on the screen right now is case number 765, Neviaeh Buchanan. This case was opened May 27th of 2009. We've already covered this case, but I wanted to bring you guys some updates that Gail and I actually did last night. Well, I can go ahead and read you what I have so far. The dream drawings from the 27th say Toledo Highway, Barbie dolls, red shoes. He gave doll to her at tennis court, fishing box, setting her free to Jesus. Now we talked about that, and that I think means death. The next one says soil on her fingernails, is from the lake, chain, dock, points east. Took her here, and then the word Foley, Foley, and the number 18. So anyways, from that point, he had looked up Toledo highways, and there's a map up there from Google, just from a regular Google search on that. Then I got notes from Kevin. Kevin's notes were alive. The number 0612. Kevin, he said abduction, ransom, militia, third brigade will be found alive, and then someone will set her free. I think we discussed that on the last show, and that show was actually show number 84. So that was 3 shows ago. So anyways, we did that. We did show number 84, 85. Then there was some information that came out, and apparently there was a fishing box and something like that. And from what I know, the suspects, the police say that they are not involved as far as her abduction, but they are sex offenders. And I think Deborah gave us some information on that. So anyways, that's what happened. And then the night of May 30th, Deborah had given me the same case again to redo, see if I get any additional information. And this is what's new. I mean, it's been posted on the site, but I'll read it to you. The first one says fishing box. They went fishing. 2 sections. Asked mom about the box and number 516. Now, police reports say that the fishing box and all that stuff that was, I believe, in the hotel room and stuff like that are not relevant to the case. But this came up twice, so I think something's up with some fishing box. And the second dream drawing says chains. There's a drawing some chains, just like hanging chains or something like that, in the upper left-hand corner. Her mom did this. Look in the box, fishing. George does not know the plan. Was not an accident. Now, this redo came from Deborah. There's actually, if you click on a little thumbnail up there, you actually, my printer was out of ink, so I actually hand wrote the questions in there. But there were questions, like I think you brought this up. You can actually write down questions and answer, your own questions. Well, that's what I did. The third dream drawing says, hit in head, Toledo Highway. Again, I think now, after doing this, I do think that the mother has something to do with her disappearance. We posted that. We did some research last night. Gail and I did, and we found something. We found Foley. There is a Foley Island. First thing we found was a law office of some lawyers that were named Foley. We did post that. I don't think that's relevant. But what we did find was Foley Island. And that is up. It's actually Foley's Island, Foleys Island. And that is right next to the Detroit-Toledo Expressway. And when we put that in Google Earth, and that is approximately 2.66 miles from where she was last reported missing. So we have that. We have the island. We have the map. The area, Foley Island, is pretty small, Kevin. It's I'm guessing it's only a few hundred feet across. That's right next to Detroit, Toledo. So something with the fishing box, and I think that the mom is not telling the police everything. Anyway, so I talked with Gail. We talked about 1 o'clock in the morning. Gail is right now in the area. She doesn't live too far from there. She is in the area. She is searching that area, I believe. I'm not sure how she's going to get to that island, unless she's got a boat that I don't know about. But she's also going to do a blind drive, and she'll be recording that video as a blind drive. She's by herself. Well, she might have Tamara with her. And as soon as she gets back, she'll give us any updates that she may have. So as far as I know, Gail St. John is in the area, following up on this and some of and her psychic visions or whatever. So there was a Foley cabin. That's what I'll tell you. We actually found a location, and I'm saying it's a small island. It's not too far from where she disappeared.
Okay, is that, you mean an island in the United States, or?
Yeah, man. I'm talking about 2.66 miles from where she was last seen. There's a Foley Island. It's in the United
Okay.
States. Yes.
Wow.
That's right. I figured, a lot of people are following this case. Deborah usually reads this. I'm just telling you what I have here. Yeah. So it's missing the S, but I'm pretty sure that's it. It doesn't mean that she's there, but I'm just saying I think it has something to do with it. And I definitely think that the mom is not being truthful, unfortunately. Okay, Kevin, do you have anything for this case?
Yes, I did a meditation May 30th,
Yeah, I brought that up already.
2009.
Is that another one?
Um, oh, did you already say that one?
Yeah, Alive 0612, abduction, ransom, militia.
No, this is one I did on Saturday, May. That one that you just read, I believe, was from Thursday, May 28th, 2009.
Oh, you got another one?
Yes.
Okay. Now
I
this is
did
for
this.
this is for Neviaeh, right?
Yes.
Okay. This is
It
new to me.
should,
Okay. Can you Skype that to me, or did you already do that?
yes, it should be in that email.
Okay. So this is you got a copy of the redo then.
Yeah, I did a redo. When you did a redo, I went ahead and did a redo
Oh,
too.
so you got the same email. Okay, I didn't know that. Sorry, Kevin. Go ahead.
I did a meditation Saturday, May 30th, 2009. And, I have a live private airplane, May 28th, 2009, Tampa Airport, now HT, which stands for human trafficking. Too much attention, must sell her. And then I have Brazil. My notes after that meditation. Also, when I do these meditations, all I use is their names, the missing person's name, and that's it. I don't want anything else involved from my conscious mind. But after the meditation, then I go into the case and look at it. But these are the notes that I have after my meditation are what I'm consciously feeling and thinking, like I'm talking to you right now consciously. So the notes after the meditation are, I think Tampa may be the Tampa, Florida airport. I believe abductor wants to sell her, maybe in Brazil, where he may have connections or he has recently made connections. If it's a recent connection, this may be the turning point in which Neviaeh could hopefully be returned home by someone, at least in some point of time. And that's all I have
All right,
for
Kevin.
the
I certainly
notes.
hope you're right. Because what I'm getting is not that she's not alive. So I really hope that you're right on this one. I'll post your notes. I didn't know that you had redid the redo, so I'm glad you did. I'll post that.
Okay.
Anything else?
No, that's it.
Okay, let's move on then. Now these are new cases, and keep talking, Kevin. Hold on a second. I lost an image. Okay, I got it. We're good. Okay. This case, case number 759, Jaden Bailey. The case was open May 30th, 2009. What I have on this case is First Stream Drilling says New Orleans shop and the number 3299 and then dash 11374. I don't know what that is. It doesn't look like a phone number. The next one says with him swimming pool 329. And then that could be an S or a G. And it says he's dangerous, flower shirt. Notes to Deborah. I said I think that Jaden's in danger. And there is a drawing of a man here. I think this is the man that has Jaden. No feelings of death, no death symbols, nothing like that. In this shop here, I don't know. Maybe those were lights. Maybe you know how like maybe that's a That could even be a billboard or something with the lights that kind of stick out and then shine onto the billboard. I haven't done any research in this case, as far as I know. No one else has either. So that's all I have, Deborah, for Jaden. What do you have?
Okay. For Jaden Skye Bailey, I have in my meditation alive, and then the numbers 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, and not abducted, drugs involved, criminal record, maybe caught soon, endangered, games, playing the game. And then I have my notes after the meditation, and I say the numbers in my meditation could be for anything, something involving illegal drugs, someone with a criminal record who may be caught soon, all of which involves this case. Jaden could also be involved with a gang and in danger now.
Okay. Thank you, Kevin. I'm just looking at your notes. I'm gonna post them to the case file too. And again, guys, if you want to follow along, we're just going right off every case file. You click on I think it's the fourth picture on the top right-hand side of the screen, case number 759. That's Jaden's case. We just discussed that. All right, thanks, Kevin. Let's move on to the next case.
Cool.
All right, our next case. Now, we're doing these cases because they were just recently done. The cases were just recently opened. And we will get to the 3 cases tonight for tonight in just a few minutes. Anyway, so the next case is case number 760. This is Isabella Petty. Actually, it's Isabella Eve Petty. Now, the case was opened March 30th of 2009. And the dream drawings say diabetes meds are in the box. Bella is not in the house, which I'm not sure what that means. Bella. I'm guessing Isabella. They left at 2:30. I think that's the time. Probably 2:30 a.m. Blue lights, red cars. I don't know what that means, but diabetes medication, maybe insulin, maybe some syringes or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. There's nothing drawn there about that. Next dream drawing says turned around car and coming back to family. And then it says trailer, 13 boxes in metal. There's a drawing of the trailers. It's just, well, it's not a very good drawing of the trailer. It's just a box. 13 boxes metal. I don't know what that means. Maybe something on the ground near the trailer. Next dream drawing says new construction. He's hurt her, marks on body. I think this means that she was probably abused or something like that, and evidence of that will be on her body. In my notes to Deborah, it says, Deborah, I think she will be home soon. I don't know if she's been found. I certainly hope so. And if she has been located or whatever, we will post that information. Kevin, I don't think you got this case, did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay. All right, no problem. Kevin, do you have anything to add on this one?
Well, I will do a meditation on it later, and I will send that to you where you can post it on your site.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now we're going to get into the cases that I did earlier this year. And our first case is case number 663, Deonna Shipman. Like I said, usually Deborah reads the case statistics and case information. I'm not going to do that tonight. She does that. We didn't really prepare for that, so I'm just going to give you what I have on the case. Anyways, the case was opened on January 26, 2009. There are 3 dream drawings. The first one says she is with Jay's girlfriend Christine. Jay is in HMD, 16 months. There's a drawing of, to me, that looks like some type of townhouse, 3-story townhouse. And then she would be in the first townhouse, the second floor. And then something to do with 16 months. Maybe she's been there 16 months. Yeah, I don't know when she went missing other than the case open. Either way, it says 16 months. And I believe that's a telephone pole or something to the left of the building. And it says J is in HMD. I'm not exactly sure on that one. The next one is a drawing of a Korean female. That's what it says. It says Korean, and there's a drawing of a female. Not sure what that thing is. That could be a symbol. That might be a Korean flag symbol. I'm not sure. And the third one says red mailbox 16, and that's not any mailbox that I know. I don't know. Anyways, it says red mailbox and number 16. Um, it says, I think that Deonna, these are the case notes. I think that Deonna is safe, living with a Korean woman named Christine in an apartment complex drawn above. Do not have a location, Brian. That was back in January. We will check on this case, and I'll ask Deborah what what she thinks we should do as far as a redo. Kevin, I know you've worked on this case. What do you got?
Yes, for Deonna Shipman, I have in my meditation dead, abduction, evil, motorcycles, gang. They live in a residential area where they party and make noise and bothers most neighbors. The notes after the meditation I have: if you live in a neighborhood where there is a bike gang who likes to make a lot of noise, or maybe the law has been called on them, there's a possibility this could be the same gang who knows more concerning Deonna. This does not mean that all bikers are bad people, okay? So don't be quick to judge anyone. As far as the word evil that I have in the meditation, it concerns, I believe, the bike gang. So if you do attempt to call law enforcement, I would suggest an anonymous tip, and you're still doing that at your own risk. It's just something very evil about them. Either way, it could be very dangerous if you do. And once again, don't call the law on any bike gang just because you might, just because they're a bike gang doesn't mean that they abduct people or whatever. And that's all I have.
All right, Kevin, looking in here, I don't see anything that's similar between our things. Do you?
For Deonna Shipman?
Yeah, I don't see anything similar. Just trying to find anything. No, nothing I can find. Okay, thanks, Kevin.
Okay.
Okay, our next case is case number 664. This is Stephen Adams. Close that one right there. Stephen M. Adams. Gail St. John's contacted me. We'll hang on real quick because I did want to do an update with her too. Okay. Anyways, the case was opened January 27th of 2009. I have two dream dwellings on this case. The first one says was driven to Oak, O-A-K in uppercase, city, Will, by Fred Will. This should be by there. I'm going to correct that. Prison death threat. Next dream dwelling says 16 miles north of Norman. Then the notes say, I think Stephen was taken by a former prisoner by force to Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. And it says, I'm not sure of anything else. Kevin, that's all I have on this. I haven't done any additional work. What about you? What do you have?
For Stephen M. Adams,
yes.
My meditation, I have alive, apartment 612, 6th Street, could die now, being beat up by one or more people. Police might catch him soon. The notes after the meditation. I did this meditation around 7:22 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for on Saturday. For Saturday. And while meditating, I noted the time because while meditating, I saw one or more people beating up who I believe was Stephen, which Stephen may have ran away from. And that's all I have. So he may have gotten away from me, but that's all I have.
Okay. I think I can agree with you on the alive part. Um, hang on one second, Kevin. 612. I'm just looking at something here. You said, please might catch him soon.
Might catch him soon. Yes.
Okay. No. Any idea of maybe a state or something?
If a what?
A state, location, or something like that?
No. I could try another meditation.
Okay. All right. I got your notes posted right now. I'm just trying to. Hang on. Guys, I'm just updating the case. Okay, that is done. All right. What we're gonna do right now? We're gonna finish this final case tonight, and then I'm going to add Gail St. John to the conversation, and we'll give you an update on Neviaeh. Okay. Thank you, Kevin. Anything else?
Nope. That's about it there.
Okay. Okay. Our final case of the night. This is case number 665. This is Sean. Sean Richard Yanez. I think I'm pronouncing that right. If I'm not, I'm sorry. The case was opened on January 28th of 2009. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 dream drawings, and I believe that I don't have it on here, but I believe that Gail was helping me on this case. I just don't have anything posted yet on that, but I will. Actually, I can ask her tonight when I talk to her on the phone. Okay, anyways, the first dream drawing says, remember treehouse next to garden. 2 men came to door selling meat. I definitely remember this case now. Second dream drawing says, heavy set beard. Other was his son. Did not let them in. Stop. Okay, and I think stop might have been like stop. What I was doing, maybe it could have been note to myself to stop whatever. This drawing here of a gentleman. It says he's got a beard. It does say heavy set. It's not a very good drawing, but I think it's possible that somebody actually entered the home posing as people selling meat, and they do that. There's a lot of people out there selling meat in refrigerators and stuff like that. The third dream drawing says no medication. Chavez, stones on home. From stone, go west to 62 highway over water. These homes, well, the stones that are on there, actually, I think those are the kind of like the stucco stones. I'm not sure if they're real stones or not. You know what I'm talking about on the side of houses, Kevin. Look like real
I think I know
stones.
what you're talking about.
Those are drawn up there, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. More specifically, more importantly, it says from stones, go west to 62 highway over water. And then the next one says road stops pennies. Unfortunately, that the symbol right there, I know pretty well that to me that is the feeling of death. I have some comments here on the bottom. It says, I did feel death in this dream. 2 men knocked on the house where Sean was staying. I believe they were trying to sell something. For some reason, a fight broke out and Sean was killed. These 2 people may have panicked and hid the body very close to the same house. Reports say he was missing from Oklahoma. I can't even pronounce that right now. It says, if correct, I think I have found the road stops and mentioned in the 4th DD. And these are my notes from back then. There is a map up here, and I'm trying to see what I wrote on the map. Where the road stops. Okay, I see where the road stops there. This definitely is a redo for me. I'm going to make a note. We're going to redo this case in a couple days, see if we get any more specific information.
Okay.
But that's what I have in there. Kevin, what information do you have?
Yes, for Sean Richmond Yanez, case 665. In my meditation, I have dead, shallow grave, large puddles of water, swamp-like area, law enforcement involved, day shift officer, then Mike. These are my notes after my meditation. a law enforcement officer of some kind may be related or directly involved in the killing. Sean, Mike could be the name or nickname of someone involved, or name of something else. And once again, I don't guarantee any of my information. I just try to put it out there. If it can bring closure for the families and all involved in the case, the more the better. Definitely. And
All
that's
right.
it.
Thank you, Kevin. I'm looking at what you have right here. So possible law enforcement involvement. Um, okay. Looking at that.
I'm think.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead. I'm listening.
I was thinking when you were saying in your dream that when your dream indicated that two men had come to the door and they were selling meat. You said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it says two men came to the door selling meat.
So is it possible they were wearing uniforms of some kind?
No, Kevin, I don't know. I'm sure it would be.
I'm just saying if
Yeah.
it's possible.
What's getting me is Chavez. Chavez is the last name. I'm almost positive of that.
Yeah.
So we're going to write that down. Chavez. Maybe there's a law enforcement officer named that or something like that.
Well, I was thinking
know.
if their uniforms, look like law enforcement, maybe.
From Stone, go west to 62 Highway over water. So I found the 62 Highway over water, and then going west. And there's a map there. Road stops, and this is Pennies. Okay, we'll do a redo on this one. And I certainly hope you and I are both wrong, because there's no, for me looking at this, I mean, there's an indication that I think that it's possibly deceased, but you can always hope that he could be anywhere. Maybe he wants to be gone. I'm going to get with Gail. I'll ask her about this case right after we get off the phone. Actually, we get off the broadcast with her. So thank you, Kevin. Thank you for helping me out tonight. Deborah will be on tomorrow, and she's really good. She keeps us going, getting this case information and the statistics and updates and everything. So right now, what I want to do now is go back, give you an update from Gail. Let me get Gail on the phone now. I did tell her I was calling, so it shouldn't be any type of surprise to her. If not, oh well.
Brian, somebody in the chat room claims to be Sean's relative, and she had some interesting points. Said his nickname is Chavez, Chaves, and she also believes that law enforcement does have something to do with it.
Okay. Thank you, and thank you for coming in tonight. We appreciate it. If you have any information, please let us know. Let Deborah know. We do have this case up in the forum as with every other case. If she wants to, you can please post that information up there too. That's the missing persons forum. We have an old forum that's linked there. Please post that in the new forum too. Anyways, I'm getting Gail on the phone right now. Thank you for letting me know that, Kevin.
Yes.
Okay, so it's definitely about this case. Then there's no way I'm going to get that name. So I think we're on the right track here. So Kevin, if you can we'll do this again too.
Okay, definitely.
Back to my phone center. I'm trying to do this, talking here, do the graphics, run the phones, and record this show. You ever seen that one-man marching band, Kevin? The guys got everything on. That's what I feel like right now.
Hello.
Hey, Gail. This is me. We're on the air though. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Kevin's with us tonight. We covered some cases. I have a case that I want to ask you about when we get off the phone. I think we talked about it before. Case number 665. That's Sean Yanez, I believe. We'll talk about that afterwards. Okay. Okay. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still
Okay.
here.
Okay.
Hey, Gail, how you doing?
Hey, Kevin. Doing good.
Okay, I told everybody about the Neviaeh Buchanan case, and that you
Mm-hmm.
were going to go out there and search today. And I also I mentioned the work that we did last night. That's posted on the website as far as the map, and we did find that one island. I haven't talked to you today. You got anything new?
Well, I went out there
Okay.
and excuse me. I went to the apartment. In fact, when I got off the expressway, basically what I did was see if I could find the apartment without, you know what I mean,
Mm-hmm.
knowing where I was. I had no
Did you do the
problem
blind
finding
drive?
it. I'm going to finish that up tomorrow.
Okay.
I hope.
Okay.
There was a lot of traffic on the road,
Mm-hmm.
so I wasn't, going to get in the way too much there, but made it to the apartment, left the apartment, checked out some stuff. That island, the only way you can get to that is by boat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the way it looks on the map
there's
too.
something there. There's docks that are not too far from there.
Okay. There were docks on the Dream Dwellings. And it definitely brings up fishing over and over again. But from what I hear, the first reports are that the fishing box and the blood and all that kind of stuff that was in the hotel room, I believe, is not related to the case. At least that's what the police are saying.
Well, the last I heard, they're looking for a green minivan,
Okay.
something to that effect. Susan had said that.
Okay.
So I don't know. I hadn't heard it yet, but
Let me look it up.
that's the latest information.
Looking for
Now-
a green minivan.
The docks were right. I got off at a different exit
Okay.
because I just had a feeling to get off there. And as soon as you get off the exit and come around, the docks are right there. See,
Okay.
there's 4 exits to the city of Monroe, Michigan. So, the one I got off at, the docks are like as soon as you come off the exit and swing around, the docks are right there.
Okay.
I tried to catch numbers on the docks, but I couldn't see any.
Okay.
So I probably would have had to get out and actually walk down that little area,
Mm-hmm.
but they're private docks.
Okay. Did you said did you take some pictures?
I don't have pictures because my son's camera that I usually use
Oh no, that's not
He,
acceptable.
didn't have it.
Okay.
So tomorrow I'm going back. I basically wanted to make sure I was familiar with the area.
Okay.
I went through each exit, checked stuff. I don't know what your last dream drawing was.
Yeah. You want to read it to you?
Yeah.
I thought we talked. Okay. Remember I said fishing box? It says.
Mhm.
Okay. Anyways, it says fishing box. They went fishing. 2 sections. And when I mean 2 sections, it's just I think it's a fishing box that you can unhook the bottom, and take a different section with you. It says ask mom about the box, and then the number 516. They really think the mom's involved. Second one that says chains. Her mother did this. Look in the box. Fishing. George does not know the plan. Was not an accident. And these were actually from the questions that Deborah sent me. The dream drawings that I'd gotten. So that's probably an answer to one of them. And it says hitting head Toledo Highway. Same thing again. So I think maybe she was hitting head. I don't know. I'm not saying by who, but I think I've had a pretty good idea. But as far as location, nothing again. Just that
Nothing
Foley.
concrete.
No,
Did they
just Foley. But what I'm saying, there was Foley, and I think there was a Foley Island, or
Do you
Foley's
ever
Island.
think of doing just a question?
We did.
Just one question.
That's what we did. I did 2 questions last night.
What's the location?
That's what we did.
It didn't work.
No, it didn't work. No, it didn't work. Well, it didn't get. I guess that specific. No, it did not work. The questions actually,
Okay.
there's 3 questions, and there were questions about the mom's involvement, and then the location and the George, I believe, and that's that answer to the other question. Either way, so the questions. If you want, Gail, on the case file, if you click on that little thumbnail, that's the questions that Deborah had sent me. My printer
Okay.
was out of ink, so I actually hand wrote over top of them. Okay, but that's what she wrote. So I can try this again, but that's what we got so far. So maybe somebody near Foley Island or something, Foley's Island or something like that, or it could be something completely different.
Well, I mean, went over in that area. There's area to check. I don't know if they actually
If a body's
gave
in
a
the water,
map.
if a body's in the water, doesn't it take? You said doesn't it take a few weeks to surface sometimes?
If that temperature is fine, it's a couple days. It's maybe a couple weeks.
Okay, and looking with Google Earth, there's no access to the island, other than like you said via boat.
Right. You have to get there via boat.
Okay, and in looking at the map, it's approximately 2.5 miles, I believe, south of where she went missing. If she went missing from 1166 Macomb Street in Monroe,
Okay.
I believe that's where we're found.
Excuse me, I'm still coughing.
So where do you plan on going tomorrow?
I am
gonna
going back to the apartment.
Start the blind drive though.
Start the blind drive from that apartment. I'm gonna actually go into the parking lot, drive around. You know what I mean? And come out of there. And I have already a feeling for where they went.
Okay.
There was a street name, something with an E on it.
Mm-hmm. I'm looking at the screenshot. I can open up Google Earth, but we can do that off the phone.
I think it was off. I'm trying to think. It was either off of the Macomb Street or off of Elm. I don't remember. I know it when I see it when I get there, but that street really got to me when I was there, and I was following that.
Okay. All right. So hey, don't hang up, Gail. Let's talk for a bit after this show here. Gail?
Yeah.
Okay. So thanks for helping us out, Gail. Thanks for coming on.
Yep, no problem.
Okay. The name of that's Gail St. John. If you want to check out her work, please visit psychicgail.com. She has a forum. If you want to stay updated on the cases that she's working on, she does go to different locations and help search for missing people. She has a Twitter account to get all that information from her website. Again, that's psychicgail.com. Kevin, thanks for coming on, man.
Yeah, you're welcome, Brian. Anytime.
Anything else? Do we got to knock out before this show's over?
Not that I know of. Just good job and keep up the good work.
Well, thank you. One more thing. This is Aji Desir. He went missing January 10th of 2009 from Lockley, Florida. If you have any information on him, if you've seen him, if you want to help, if you want to print a flyer, if you want to do something to get his case out there, because the media is not paying attention to this child. Call it racism, whatever you want. To me, I think it's racism. But please visit www.findaji.com. Deborah has been working hard on that website, in the forums, and getting information out. Really what we need you guys to do is go there. There's a PDF file there. Print that and put that poster up wherever you live. Just put it up. I have plenty around here. I've been posting them everywhere, in the post office, in the back of my truck. This child needs to be found. Okay, so anyways, we will see you tomorrow night, 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, -5 GMT on Missing Persons TV. Good night, guys.